Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, no matter where you're at. Come on in, grab your tea, your coffee, whatever it is, your water. Get your water. Come on back. I will see you in a moment. I'm going to talk to you about blessing and cleansing your space. All right. Welcome in. Hey, well, before I put this away, I want you guys to reach out and energetically pull some of that smoke in and bless and cleanse your area. And if you feel like it's not real, it's energy. Energy has no boundaries. You can reach through that screen. You can pull that the energy of the smoke. You're not going to get the smoke, but you can pull that in because I'm sending it to you with that intent. All right, there you have it. You know what, you guys? It's safe to clear your space, clean and bless your house once a day if you need to. You can do it more often. I do it more often because of the work I do. You guys all drag home negative energy, especially if you are a bartender, if you are a hairdresser, if you're a massage therapist, anything that you do in the service of others. You bring home the negative energy that you have taken off other people. I like to use bartenders because a bartender will hand somebody their glass and they talk and they make that exchange of money. They make that exchange of energy. They made that exchange with the drink. You guys carry home all of their negative energy. And of course, they sit there and tell you about their troubles. Same thing with beauticians, barbers, massage therapists. Not so much because they like you to kind of keep quiet. Let them concentrate on what they're doing. But I want you to feel free to do that. Bless, cleanse, and neutralize your space as often as you feel like it, okay? One of my regular followers mentioned to me, she said, Tina, we never see your hair down. Well, I don't know about you guys, but the older I get, the more wiry it gets. Frizzy, it's grown in tight and curly, just kinky. And then the humidity, yeah, well, okay. We will let that go. It's not easy to get old. I'm going to tell you right now. It sucks. That's why I hound you guys about staying physically active. Absolutely. You will not age as fast as some of your friends if you are strong. Get in shape. Save your own life. Literally, save your own life. Exercise, diet. All right. Got the paranormal flashlight. We found a new spot for it. Up on that shelf. All right, let's see if we can get that flashlight to respond. Good morning, Spirit on the light. Can you give me a wink or blink? Let me know if I have that light adjusted correctly. We are under Mercury retrograde, so communications are kind of sketchy. And I'm trying to communicate with my light, my spirit on the light. I only welcome in beings of the light. You could say this every day yourself. You only welcome in beings of the light, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, and your ascended masters. If you say that every day, you're throwing a circle of protection around you. There it goes, there it goes. Thank you, Spirit on the light. I appreciate you, no matter what kind of input you do give me. Can you turn that clear off? Looks as though they're trying to talk. All right, we're going to go ahead and proceed, talk about a few more things. I touched on diet and exercise. So many of you get in touch with me and you ask for more nutritional advice, more exercise advice. Since I am a psychic, I can see some things that most people don't see. That injection that they wanted you guys to stand in line and take, I knew was not just no good. I knew they were up to something more nefarious. Thank you, Spirit, on the light. Bam. Wow. All right. You know what we're talking about. They absolutely lied to us about that. However, a lot of you count on the doctor for, thank you, Spirit, on the light again. A lot of you count on the doctor for every little fart, burp, and hiccup that you have. And if you do that, thank you, Spirit, on the light, they're going to write you a script. There is no prescription medication out there that does not have adverse side effects. I'm going to throw that right out there now. Every prescription medication has adverse side effects. Even insulin. Yep. Those of you who are diabetic, type 2 diabetic, you can reverse that. It's absolutely reversible. You can cure it. Will your doctor tell you, if you're taking insulin or metformin or a GLP-1 for your diabetes, did your doctor tell you that if you just make some corrections in what you do, you will no longer be a diabetic? Now, the reason I tell you this is my mother was a very insulin-dependent diabetic. As a result of that, she died very early. Mom was only 68 when she passed. My father was also a diabetic. Again, a very critical, or what they call, sometimes they used to refer to them as a brittle diabetic. So much so that just prior to him passing away, he lost a leg due to the diabetes. That's how they handle diabetes. Yeah, you know what? We'll give more. We'll up the insulin. Let's do that. We'll up the insulin. Well, the crazy part is, you don't even need the insulin. The American Dietetic Association, or the American Diabetic Association used to, and I don't know about any longer, I hope they have corrected it since we flipped that food pyramid upside down. Still not right, still not good, better than it was. The American Diabetic Association used to suggest a breakfast of a glass of juice, orange juice, help you get that sugar back under control. You just woke up, you just took your shot. Take the juice to drop the insulin, and then you were allowed to have a bowl of oatmeal. 2 slices of toast, dry or buttered. Okay, they didn't mind about that. You could put a little bit of brown sugar on your oatmeal, according to the diabetic diet. Do you know that all of that entire breakfast is nothing but carbohydrates, sugar? First off, juice, any kind of fruit juice, does not have the vitamins in it they profess. It has no fiber. They've already, when they crush the apple, you get the juice, but the nutrition is in the fiber. So it's really not, you're getting just a form of sugar, fructose, to be clear about it. So what I'm saying is they have not been telling us the truth. If your diabetes and your blood sugar is out of whack, then you can keep going back and going back and going back. They'll change some stuff a little bit, and all you have to do to make yourself feel better, stronger, thank you, Spirit, because you hear me building up to it, is eliminate carbohydrates. At one time, I carried a certificate in fitness and nutrition. I no longer keep that renewed, but I've got a good background. A lot of you guys know that I was a power lifter. I come from my entire family is strong men. My oldest son competed in World's Strongest Man, and the next son down was even stronger than him, okay? My son, I call him Monkey. So with that being said, I want you to know you have to, absolutely have to, increase your protein. You can eliminate carbohydrates, because what I was leading up to is there is no such thing as an essential carbohydrate. If you want to learn more about increasing your protein intake, I want you to follow some doctors. I'm an internet psychic, so take that for what it is. This is only for entertainment purposes only. There's a fellow called Dr. Ken Berry, and he is right over here on YouTube. Just go look for him. I'm going to try and leave their links down below in the description box for you guys. The other is Dr. Ardis, A-R-D-I-S. And they talk highly about protein. First off, every component in your body needs protein. You wonder why the situation with the ticks is so bad. You know, that guy, that Gil Bates that I always talk about, is allowed. I don't know how he keeps getting away with this stuff. A guy needs put in line. But he's making these ticks so that they have a type of, not just Lyme disease, but another type of disease that's called alpha girl. Alpha gal, I'm sorry, alpha gal, G-A-L. And that's just an abbreviation for, I'm not actually sure what that is. I need to look that up. But alpha gal is a syndrome where you cannot eat meat. Yeah, if you get bit with that tick, you could get Lyme disease and alpha gal. They do not want us to have protein. They do not want us strong. They want us compliant. Eat your meat. Don't worry about the fat. Actually, the fat is also where the nutrition is. Years ago, they told us, especially the American Heart Association, eliminate that fat. Don't eat that meat fat. Switch it over to vegetable fat. Guess what? Just the opposite. Just the opposite. For those of you that have ordered sage, it is in the process of, we're working on shipping some of that out for you guys. Some of those bundles of sage are not as big as I originally had mentioned. So you guys, if you get a smaller bundle, got a little surprise in there for you, because I'm going to make up for it. Those bundles of sage are all blessed by me before they leave. The ones that I get are actually cultivated and bundled by Native Americans. Okay? But sage is something that they've used worldwide in every culture. We just know about it here in the United States because of the Native Americans being here. All right, let's see. We are going into, what is today, the 8th or the 9th of July. We are getting ready to go into the weekend. Today is Thursday anyway. I know I'm that close. All right, Spirit, can I get some more jumpers here, please? Now, anytime you see me go through the deck a couple times before they jump out, that is, you know, Spirit's around, okay? Because they want a certain card to come out, they will just make me keep shuffling until that card comes out. Counting on Spirit, give me a couple more jumpers. All right, couple more. And may I thank you, Spirit. All right, let's see what's going on for you guys for the weekend. This weekend in Eastern Ohio, And where I live, we border Eastern Ohio. I am going to go Sunday to the Ashtabula County Steam Engine Fairgrounds, and it's right on the tracks where the biggest steam locomotive in operation, still in operation, will be going. And I got to go see this. I love old trains. I love old trains, old steamers. So get out and do something. Make plans. Don't stay at home. You've heard me talk about COVID. It is something that once that struck a lot of people, you guys never left the house again. You go get groceries, you go home. You go to the doctor, you go home. Get the hell out. Go participate in life. All right, let's see what's going on. Oh, I could feel this for some of you. I got to stop. Hang on, you guys. I've got somebody's mother here. I normally don't get a lot of get names, but it's either a Mary, Marie, an M name for mom, and she's coming through. She wants me to tell you, I don't know which one, who it is out there. Let me know in the comments if this mama resonates with you. Because she's got me stopped. I can't proceed any farther. When they ask me to deliver a message, it's kind of my obligation, I guess. She's saying thank you to the daughter that took care of her in her final days. I feel like mom might have passed from cancer. I feel a fullness in the chest. It may have been breast cancer, could be lung cancer, but I'm feeling this heaviness up here. Ultimately, it led to her heart stopping. But you took care of your mama, and it affected your own home life. Your marriage may have broke up over this. And your mom says she's sorry, but she's not sorry. She's saying you should have never married that SOB anyway. Wow, Mary. My daughter put her life on hold for me. She took care of me. Your mother wants you to know, wow, this is emotional for me. Your mother wants you to know that she heard you say goodbye. She's telling me it's hard. That she felt your tears on her cheek when you kissed her goodbye. All right, give me a second. I got to get something to drink and let Mary go and see if I can send her off to the light. Again, if that resonates with any of you, now a lot of times spirit will come in and do that, and 2 or 3 of you, it might strike you because it's called piggybacking. They like to come in and send a message to several at once. Let me know in the comments if that's you. All right, I am going to give you a chance to catch up here with a little bit of liquid. Actually, what I need is, oh crap, what do they call them? Let me think. Some electrolytes. Your entire system is electrical. And anytime you're under any kind of stress, you have to replenish the electrolytes so that all the connections match. If you're a little bit depleted, they don't match, things get fuzzy. All you've got to do is take, especially if you're drinking filtered water. I'm going to go on and describe this for you. You take a couple grains of Celtic sea salt and put it in your filtered water, whether it's bottled water, refrigerator filter, you might have a filter in your sink. Just drop those couple grains down in your water. Now, you don't want it to taste salty. All you're doing is putting the minerals back in that were taken out. Because if you drink that water without minerals in it, it will pull minerals from your system and realign back to its natural state, having those minerals in it. And that's all electrolytes are. They're minerals. All right. I've thanked Mary. I've released her spirit, making sure she goes on to the light. Wow, what a great, I got goosebumps from that. All right, let's go on to the reading. We're starting at 20 minutes in. This is becoming more of a podcast than it is just a tarot reading. You guys tell me how much you enjoy that information that I throw to you. A lot of it is definitely because I am psychic and you guys think I have a little better insight on some of this stuff, and some things I do, some things I don't. I'm human. Alrighty, let's see what's going on here. We have the Tower card. Some of you just dealt with some chaos. I feel like it might have been at work for some of you, because we also have the 9 of Wands here. Yeah, you lost your inspiration. Somebody left you high and dry. Somebody walked out. Kind of left you brokenhearted. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be a love interest. This could be a child, a friend. Somebody abandoned you. They walked out. That 9, though, that's about, this was kind of your own doing. Look, he's kind of standing there. He can walk out anytime, get away from it. But this 9 is also saying that you're wrapping this up. This is 9's a tail end. We go to a 10, and a 10 is actually the fresh start or the finish. Okay, hang on. So we've got this 9, and this is all about you can get away from feeling all that emotion. You got to get out of your head. Got to get out of your head. Quit thinking it over and over again. I posted something over on Facebook. That's the worst place to be, is up in your head. You're overthinking things causes more brain fog, more anxiety. Get out of there. You don't need to stay in your head. Well, we're going to go from that 9. Now, I mentioned that 9, and I said it right up to the 10. Here you are finally putting that to rest. There may have been things said that you feel like you can't take back. So, you can't. But do not be afraid to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I said it. I'm sorry I behaved that way. Be the bigger person and just say, I'm sorry. Then lay it to rest. Don't grovel. We're going to jump over here to the 5. Yeah, don't grovel. Yeah, I know you're a little sad about leaving some of this behind. Yeah, he's feeling sad, dejected. For some of you, it may have been a Scorpio or a Sagittarius that you were dealing with. All right. We also have 6 of Wands. More Wands. That's why I'm felt like this might be somebody, an associate at work, business partner, and it can be family, but I'm not really compelled about that. This is a situation that you're dealing with outside of immediate family. Now this 6 is saying, look, you're going to be all right. 6 is a victory lap. They already know you resolving this. Or putting it to rest, either way. And you're starting to feel better about it. Look, he's victorious. Get that up close. He is being victorious. How many of you do not say, after you've accomplished something, I did it? Give yourself that pat on the back. I did it. I did it. You can do anything. With YouTube, you can do anything. Some of you have heard me just not too long ago, I repaired my stove right over there because I am in my kitchen. And I replaced a component in my stove that would have cost me approximately $350, $400. With the part, labor, service call, you know how that goes. And I looked it up on YouTube. Diagnosed the problem by looking it up on YouTube. Found another video that showed the repair. Bingo. So, for many of you, putting that to rest, feeling victorious about it, I'm happy for you. See what we have here? The 2 of Cups and the Lover's card. Almost the same card. Not quite the impact with the 2 of Cups as we do with the Lover's card. Now, the Lover's card actually can relate to something that was karmic. That's why I feel like this might have been a family thing or a business thing. Somebody you may have been dealing with in many lifetimes. Yeah, you and this person have gone around in many lifetimes. Now, let me touch on that a little bit. Most of the people in your family you have dealt with in hundreds of lifetimes. We don't live just 1 or 2. In my past life, you've heard people say that. I think I was in my past life, I was a gladiator. Which one? Which life? The world, the planet that we live on, is a lot older than what they tell us. We have been living lifetime after lifetime after lifetime collecting information, because when we go back to the other side, we relay all that information back to God. You can come down here again, try it. So that 2 of Cups is talking about opportunity coming up, because you're releasing that headache, whoever that was. Get rid of it. You're releasing it. So there's going to be new opportunity coming. It can be, okay, for some of you, this is work. Yeah, I'm getting work all around this. For some of you, and that being, it could be a new work opportunity. Maybe a ton of you are messaging me, Tina, I've applied to 20 or 30 places in the last month, and I have not getting any response back. All these places are advertising, we're hiring, but they don't. You may have that opportunity. You're going to definitely get a call. And that Lover's card. Could be a Gemini you're dealing with. For some of you, it is going to be a new person coming in. Can be a love interest. For others of you, It's just going to be harmonizing with the people you're with, fitting in it a little better. That karmic thing. All right, you've been in this family for a dozen lifetimes. You're finally starting to figure it out. Why didn't I get this sooner? All right, I'm going to grab another deck. I see the flashlight is no longer responding back there. Right up to the tarot cards. A lot of times they just feel like, hey, I got a little better things to do than sitting on a tarot reading. Yeah. I am not one more card here. Oops, that was a whole chapter. We'll put that back and go for one more card. Spirit, yep, there we go. So I wrapped it up with the twos. We said the Two of Cups and the Lover's card, which is a two, kind of. It's a six, technically, but it's still two people. Again, another two, validating the twos. This is you bringing it back into balance. This is you bringing it back into balance. Everything felt helter-skelter. You got this. Here we go again with the Lover's card, validating the other Lover's card that came out. Again, this was something karmic, something that had to happen, something you have to get out of the way. Handle it. Do it right this lifetime. We have the Queen of Swords. Yep. You're only looking for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Again, once you resolve that issue of overthinking things, you're going to be okay. There's that air, that sword for being up in your head a little too much. That's you ironing it out and knowing what your truth is. And last but not least, the World card. Many of you are going to be feeling refreshed because you are getting this behind you. You're kind of hitting your reset button, taking charge of your life again. Because you can. You can do anything you put your mind to. All right, there you have it, my friends. A little longer than usual. But I want to thank Mary for dropping in, Mary or Marie. If that was your mama, please let me know in the comments. And I never leave you that I don't sincerely bless you guys with love and light. See you soon.